Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Starfield, where when we last left off, we had finally got around to joining up with the Crimson Fleet, the band of pirates slash raiders, whatever the hell you want to call them, who have been a bit of a problem before, but I'm hoping won't be too much of a problem in the future, at least going forward. We'll see on that one. But, of course, it basically means we're playing double agent right now. We're technically not actually joined up with the Crimson Fleet. We are working for UC SysDef, who are essentially planning to bring down the Crimson Fleet. And I'm technically playing both sides. Because obviously I have to pretend to the Crimson Fleet that I'm going to be a nice person, even that, well, to them at least. So, yes, we've been invited here onto the key. I don't know what that thing is up there. This is the key, which is an orbitable space station that is in orbit above a planet where there exists another place called the Lock, which was a prison where all of these people escaped from. It's a clever naming convention. We got to go meet with the leader, but one of the other things we do as well, if we check the quest list, is burden of proof, where I've got to find evidence and give it to essentially my boss at UC SysDef. I found one piece that was just sort of lying around here, and a few other things as well. I did also get pointed to, at the very end of the last session, you may remember, to another one that is right here.
Hey, champ. I'm including this month's list of parts I need for the key. Don't bust a gut. It's hefty, but I know you can handle it. I'm gonna need a lot more than usual this time. I'm planning to overhaul the entire electrical system before it completely shorts out. Oh yeah, thanks for sending over the key's reactor specs. I can't tell you exactly why I needed those. Dell said to keep it hush-hush. As far as next month's shipment, start scrounging up some parts so I can spruce up our defensive batteries. They're looking kind of rusty. Well, I guess that's it for now. I'll have my people in New Atlantis drop off the payment at the spaceport. Just make sure you aren't being followed. We wouldn't want the UC to know they're providing replacement parts to the Crimson Fleet.
Well, fair enough. There's another one. Intercom. And Jasmine's computer, apparently. Ooh, red. Dale wanted to know if you need a few extra grease monkeys to help maintain things around here. I told him any more would just get in my way. I don't mean to sound arrogant. I know my bandwidth is thin, but no one else can do what I do. I knew I was getting into when I joined the fleet, but it was always my skin on the line, so I could handle it no biggie. This is different. Nev, she loves this. Being a pirate is her raison d'etre. So the best way I can keep her safe is by working on her ship. Interesting. Might come up in a conversation. Hello. Might come up in a conversation at some point. So yeah, I didn't get a huge amount of time to go mooching around this place because I was kind of at the end of the session last time. So we will keep an eye out for various things.
Yeah?
And we'll see what we can find. Okay, sure. Anything else? Anything else? We do, of course, need to go see the big boss man at some point. Right there, apparently. We'll do that later. As I said, just want to have a mooch around real quick first.
Never do a job unprepared. You need supplies, you hit up the depot. Ask a jazz about any ship operator. Nothing worse than a pirate ship with no personality.
Nope, I literally walked out of that room. Okay. Doesn't seem to be too much else, although I am very good at missing stuff. Always the way of it.
If I had a billion creds, I'd run my own city, like Bayou. Except in my town, you could do Aurora anywhere.
about Jasper Cricks's version of the Crimson Scar?
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power, people that followed my orders, and an endless stream of credits. Gale, I have to tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to be positive life influences?
No. I'd consider them as just means to an end. Those so-called crimes were merely stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar a few spacecraft.
Yes, let's talk about that. It appears you weren't satisfied with terrorizing New Atlantis alone.
Oh, I've never stopped reaching, Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space, on the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar to make the jump into space. They sent ships after us. Lots of ships. I almost think that they enjoy starting wars.
Perhaps this was the first time you had finally reached too far.
You could say that. I count my time running the Crimson Scar as a learning experience. I wouldn't say I reached too far. I'd say I reached too fast. Didn't cover all my bases. Made some stupid mistakes. One thing's for certain, though. When I was finally arrested and thrown into the lock, I had plenty to think about.
So that's the story of the guy who essentially founded the Crimson Fleet, from what I can tell. It seems there's at least 7 of those knocking around. I think I found 3. Closed.
I hope you actually need components. I hate visiting. Well. Neighbors knew everyone off.
What are you selling?
Take a look around, genius. But just in case I need to spell it out.
Just say
Hey,
goodbye.
if you want to pour credits into my pocket, I carry most of the standard hard. Occasionally, I stock a few smuggled items. Just don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo.
Let me guess, trust issues.
Oh, we all have trust issues here.
That makes sense.
A
Can we
little
get to the store,
price-
please, first?
The fleet's trust can't be bought. You earn it. You bleed for the fleet bleeds for you. Pure and simple. Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you in the back.
Understood.
Well, that was surprisingly easy. Most people just glaze over and learn the hard way. Maybe there's more to you than I thought.
Yeah, what you got in stock?
Just gotten a new shipment.
Okay, here we go. Ammo. There you are. Ooh, 181. Not bad. Throwables, and sort of stuff. Weapons. What have you got? Particle beam shotgun. Holy shit. Advanced pacifier. That is significantly better than what I've currently got. It's got a suppressor on it, which is kind of annoying. Ooh, I may have to switch across to that. It's really expensive, but it's not like I don't have the cash. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I don't know why it's got a suppressor. Apparently it does. Ooh, that is such an upgrade. Thank you for that.
All right, see you around.
Well, well, well. So yeah, I mean, compared to my current one, why is that so much better? Is it because it's advanced? Probably because it's advanced rather than calibrated. I mean, I have been using the same shotgun for a long time, so it's no surprise that a slightly higher level version has shown up. Okay, great. In that case, we'll put that on favorites. There. Lovely. We can get rid of the old one, too.
Every captain here has earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
All right, make it quick. I've got
What you
just
got?
to make it quick.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, you're just the resources type. Right, so your resources and your food. Okay.
We're done here. Great.
Isn't there, essentials?
My prices may be high. We can talk about whatever you... Don't miss me too much.
Nothing important there. So where's the general... I mean, that's supposed to be general goods, but they didn't have much in the way of what I would consider general goods. Oh well. Everyone's a critic, I suppose.
Are you looking to start something? 'Cause I'll finish it.
Trade authority? Of course there's trade authority here.
What'll it be, friend? Buying, selling? The trade authority takes anything and everything.
Just see what you got to offer.
The fleet's got an impressive commerce system. They even managed a legitimate doctor among their ranks. Business on the Key is like no other. It's the sole reason I'm here. For the credits.
That's right, maybe the meds are in the doctor's thing. Yeah, I figured the key was for Crimson Fleet only.
There are a few who share that sentiment. You'd think a successful business relationship would change their minds, but a few will always see me as an outsider. Regardless, as long as the fleet has goods to push, the Trade Authority will always maintain a presence on the Key.
Okay, well, let's talk business.
Always looking forward.
Actually, can I sell that? It's been a very good friend to me, but I think it's time to go. I may, once I get the opportunity, I may swing back to New Atlantis and pop in with all my resources and stuff, because I may need to tweak that shotgun just a little bit, just to see if I can give it some more oomph. But in general, it should be fine. Bit more ammo, very good. Aid. Oh, you got some med packs, won't say no. Digipicks, always good. Thank you.
Your credits are always good at the Trade Authority.
Where's that doctor? We got a bar. Oh, clinic. Pharmaceutical.
Been hearing some stuff about the Mantis being back. If I ever find that bastard, the things I do to them.
Shush. Technically, although I took up the mantle of the Mantis, I'm not the Mantis. On so many different levels.
Rook.
First time visiting the infirmary, huh? Let me give you a piece of advice. Try not to get into too many bar fights. I'm trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of raids.
Practically bulletproof.
That's what they all say, until they stumble in bleeding out on my floor. So here's what's what. You need med packs, curatives, preventatives, I've got you covered. At least as long as my current supply holds out. You need enhancers, legal or illegal? I've got those too.
Sound like a well-rounded chem dealer.
A dealer with a full medical background. Thank you very much. Now, if you don't need anything else, I've got a particularly annoying supply issue to deal with.
Yeah, you got any med supplies?
Sure. Whatever keeps you off my operating table.
I'm really surprised at how few of those people seem to have. Yeah, can I help with your supply issue?
Now there's an offer I didn't expect. If you really want to help, I'm looking for someone who can handle themselves in a public setting. As in someone who knows how to get the job done without shooting up the place.
Sure.
Well, you'd be one of the first. I politely requested a list of supplies from Gennady Aton at the clinic and was told the price of business has gone up. I think he's back on Aurora, and he's upcharging me to pay for it. And if there's one thing I'm not going to do is subsidize his habit. I want you to make sure he delivers my supplies for the price we agreed on, but without raising any alarms.
Okay, you'll get the supplies and no one will get hurt.
We'll see. Talk is one thing, actions are another.
Okay, well, there's a little small side quest. Lovely. But it keeps you, yeah, but you're busy here.
You'd think most of the injuries I treat are from run-ins with security or civilians taking a stand. But I'd say at least half are just life on the key. Brawls, egos, and plain old stupidity. At least it keeps me busy. A bullshit one, yeah. Gennady claims prices have gone up for the clinic as a whole, and that I'm not the only doc being hit. He says if I want cheaper goods, I'm going to have to find another supplier. He even gave me a list. But I'm not turning to some third-rate doc selling meds out of their space truck. Gennady and I had a deal, and I want him to honor it. Oh yeah, the funny thing is, he's the poster boy for upstanding moral citizens. Top of the class at nursing school, did volunteer work in backwater settlements, a reputation you could eat your food off of. Nobody knows he did it all zoned out of his mind. Nobody except his old boss, me. He said he got clean when he joined the clinic, but now I wonder.
Okay, well.
Take care of yourself.
That's a quest line, I suppose. Or a quest, it's a side quest. I doubt it's part of any kind of quest line. Could be, but you never know. Ooh, actually, let's swing into here. Again, I am technically supposed to be looking for evidence for these people, so I should poke my nose into any other places just in case. Because you never know, right?
In the fleet, you either put up, shut up, or die. Your choice.
I don't think I should take the tips. Even by pirate standards, that's just rude. Whoa, hello. Noisy in here.
Always ask for a bigger
Smuggling beats a real job any day.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had the key, a few UC ships, and a couple dozen
cons at my side, but I needed more. So I sent out the call. Once word got around, it didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the settled systems to show up.
And this is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations. We spent months reinforcing our position there, making it nearly impossible to approach.
What was the UC's response to the situation?
First of all, UC Security gave up and handed the reins over to the big guns, the UC Navy. The Navy, in turn, sent ships to attack the key. I'd say there have been 3 major attacks over the last few years. And as you can tell by the fact we're having this interview, all the attacks were embarrassing failures.
Do you feel these embarrassing failures led them to form UC Systems?
Absolutely. They've clearly given up and decided to shove the responsibility onto a separate division. That way, in the public eye, the UC Navy can move forward, proud and strong, while UC SysDef continually takes all the blame. It's all about PR spin for them, Gale. That's how the UC operates. Kinda disgusting, don't you think?
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the atrocities the Crimson Fleet commits on a daily basis.
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space? How about thousands of people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map? Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
I mean, he's not wrong. Always the way of it in war, I'm afraid. Okay.
My friend's got a point, Bug. Every pirate in this joint comes to the Nova for a drink.
Soon.
Ooh, hello.
Everyone
Seems to
is
me,
going to
instead
learn
of
to
trawling
feel
deep space for stick change,
I like my weapons like I like
bigger
my
target. Right here at home.
I am genuinely surprised at how much I'm able to access. Surprising amount of trust, all things considered.
Need a drink? Music in the Nova will get you in the mood for a job.
Okay, so we went through there, went through there. Anywhere we haven't been looking yet. Bunks. Shooting range. Oh, and lifts. Apparently there are lifts. I think I've been through this room.
Are you looking to start something? Because I finished.
Okay, I don't see too much else. Third piece of evidence is probably in like the central command room or
Stuff
something.
about the mantis being back. If I ever find
So that's a decent enough place to go looking, I guess. What we got? Oh, okay, sure. Ooh, private rooms. Now, if there's ever going to be any incriminating evidence, it's gonna be in the private rooms. Theoretically. Nope, just notepad. Nope, not a 1. That's quite a surprise. Nothing there. Captain's room, huh? Fair enough. Don't see much else. Stop breaking the laws of physics, please. Okay. Ooh, command center.
Better get a move on before Dale sees you slacking.
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
I'm just waiting to cash in.
You and everyone else on the station. Keep following orders and you'll get paid. It's as simple as that. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Got it.
Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
Yeah, what's this code thing?
Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inside of the lock. This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for, well, since Crix left the place behind. It has been frustrating being this close to potential clues, but not being able to find a way through those prison walls. Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's Legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's Legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC System.
Wouldn't that technically make us a larger target?
You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. If we have Crix's Legacy.
Yeah, we'll be unstoppable.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Woo! And there we go then, lovely. Okay, so we're after Crix's Legacy. Looks like the pirates are going on a treasure hunt. And that metaphor is a damn sight more accurate than I actually thought when I started saying that sentence. So there we go, that's fun. Don't see any more signs of another piece of... That would have been that way. Another piece of evidence. There's supposed to be a third one somewhere, but I haven't found it yet. Ooh, hello? Nope, that's another interview.
Tell us about your arrest.
Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC Security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For a listener's benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Volii that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister. There was a firefight on the wheel when they tried to bring us in. We holed up, but UC Security unleashed hell. The damage they caused was catastrophic. We only surrendered so we wouldn't die when the station exploded.
Well, the UC says you set demolition charges to try and cover your tracks and make your escape.
That's their story. You'll have to go with your gut on what you think really happened. Anyway, they took us in and tossed us into the lock. That lovely resort they opened on Suvorov.
And you were imprisoned there for how long?
Well, it was supposed to be for life, Gale. But I ended up serving 2 years before I decided I'd had enough.
Is there any particular reason that you started the riots that eventually led to the worst prison break in United Colonies history?
Yes. I'm quite proud of that, actually. I honestly didn't think it would go as well as it did. As for the reason, well, it's simple. The UC were treating us like animals. The conditions in the lock were ridiculously bad and no one cared. That's why they stuck us on that ice ball in the first place. Out of sight, out of mind.
Your escape caused the deaths of many that were stationed at the lock. Some would brand that as a bit dismissive for what you're describing as a protest. If you were simply advocating for your fellow inmates, why didn't you just go through the proper channels?
And what the hell was I supposed to do? Send a strongly worded letter to my duly appointed representative? Wake up. The UC only responds to actions, not words. In my mind, there was no other choice. You know what? Let's move past my time at the lock so we can get to the point of this goddamned interview.
Okay. Picture's starting to come together a little bit. Excuse me. Definitely take me some digipics. Swear you never have enough of those.
Stuff about the mantis being back. If I ever find that bastard, the things I do to them.
I thought Delgado needed you on the planet. Why are you talking to me?
I'm not talking to you, I'm looking. Da, 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 da. Fleet's in bad shape with a lot of good people and replace them with human chaff. People started turning on each other. That's how it is when things go to shit. Doubt there'd be a mutiny though. Sometimes I dream about Kila City, sand-dusted streets, thick, heavy air, call of the wild beyond the walls. Everything is just how I remember it. Back with my old crew doing heists, busting heads for loose change. Not going so well for the Crimson Fleet then. Oh, what a shame.
Were my instructions unclear? What do you want?
Ooh.
Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe, will stop me from achieving that goal.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled systems, and your aspirations could inspire the Directionalists to turn to the fleet.
You and the sheep that listen to your garbage can believe whatever the hell you want. If you were so worried about what I had to say, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to be brought here.
So that's the letter about... Yeah, that's the one regarding this apparent big score. Interesting. Still cannot find that third piece of evidence.
Is this important? Because I'm pretty sure you've been given orders.
Well, okay then. Well, I've been everywhere I can. I can't find any more evidence. Okay, right. So, we've got to go down to the planet. As I said, though, I might, if I have the chance, if I'm allowed to, swing by to Jemison and go upgrade my shotgun using all that stuff. Because I could upgrade it here, but I don't have the supplies to do so. So, also, that's the... This is a dead end. It's all dead ends. Where's the bleeding exit here?
Mina seeing anyone right now? Patience. I got a sore hip.
The fleet doesn't care how big your bounty is. If you don't earn, you're worthless to all of us.
Okay, there's got to be a way out of here. This isn't just a dead end, is it? No, no, it's not. There we go.
Got mixed feelings about my last job. On the one hand,
Oh, the docking bay. I didn't get a chance to look properly at the docking bay. Could be something here. Because we kind of had to follow what's her name around. Ah, hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then Graf jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I'd call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you're taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gail. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
Well, okay. How many of those have I got now? I think I've got 6. I don't think I've got all of them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, stand corrected. We do indeed have all of all. Wow, how about that? Well, there we are then. Okay.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
soon, everyone is going to learn to fear the fleet.
I won't say no to more shotgun shells. Especially now that I got a nice briny... Briny? Yes, I've got a a gun from underwater. Now, nice, shiny, bright. Now, what does say bright and shiny at the same time? So it came out briny. Don't you hate it when that happens? Oh god, yeah, I got a nice, bright, shiny new gun that I can use. So fingers crossed. No idea where the hell that third piece of evidence is. Oh well, okay. Can we go to Jemison, please? Because I've got a few things I need to do first. Namely, sort out my shit. Yeah, the lodge. That's what we want. Oh.
You are entering United Colony space.
Why are we
Maintain
here?
course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead.
Why does it do that sometimes? You click the place where you want to go, and rather than actually taking you there, it just puts you in orbit. Like, I don't know why it does that sometimes. Okay.
Ask if you've got questions. Speak up.
Okay. Well, we don't have laser sights yet. Not that I really need a laser sight on a shotgun. So we got reflex sights and iron sights. Don't really know which one's better. But I definitely want to get rid of the suppressor. Yeah, I think I liked the choke, didn't I? Yeah, you see, we don't have the right mods for that. So apparently, why is it always freaking adhesive? What does that do? Faster fire rate, huh? I don't think that's going to be a problem. Nice. Hold up a second. Yeah, I think we messed with that. Thing is, we haven't got any more mods unlocked yet, which is a problem. We haven't got any more research stuff we can actually do, have we? I actually don't remember where the hell we left off on that. All completed or blocked. All completed or blocked. And it's just that one because I need bread, red meat, and cheese. Yeah, it's all completed or blocked. That's whoop. And that's too far. That's fair then. Just wanted to make sure my gun was working just as well as it should. Now that that's had a really big boost, I practically doubled it. Well, not quite doubled it, but practically doubled it. We should be doing a lot more damage to the Starborn types now. Theoretically, at least. While I'm here, right? Wow, suddenly I have 90. Well, I was on the verge of running out of med packs, and now I've got like all the med packs in the world. That's very odd. Why do I have medical supplies? Why do I have those? I don't know. Well, there was that quest. I did have that little side quest. Which is... I'm assuming... Oh no, Narian. Ah, the clinic. Makes sense. Alright, let's see what we got.
Oh, just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
Apparently.
Wouldn't mind getting assigned to one of those research programs. I hear the pay is better. Is there something I can help you with? You look a bit lost.
Yes, Amina sent me.
I figured it was only a matter of time before she sent someone, though I was hoping she'd come herself. Look, the price of goods here has gone up. Doubled, tripled even. Did she not even consider a cheaper supplier? She really should.
Yeah, she doesn't want low-grade supplies because you offer the best. Yeah, you have to honor your deal.
I know we had a deal, but the fleet don't like paying a premium. I was hoping she'd take the hint and find another supplier. It's just, I hear about people getting treated or dying all the time due to run-ins with the fleet. How does it all shake out in the end? I don't know. Either way, it seems like I end up with lives on my conscience.
Ooh, yeah, I've got the manipulation thing. I love this. But yeah, let's just do the manipulation.
You're right. She's
Screw it. I can manipulate people.
If it wasn't for that malpractice crap she went through, I'm sure she'd still be legit. I've stashed the supplies in the storage closet just around the hall. Here's the key. Just try not to let anyone see you. I want to keep this as under the radar as possible.
Well, okay then.
Dr. Cartwright in Aquila City said I was crazy.
I should be happy about that. No.
Need something?
What I need is the third piece of evidence, but I can't seem to find it, but never mind. Nope.
Yeah?
Nope, that's a
Need a
storefront.
drink? Bog at the Las Nova would be more than happy to take your place.
If Gennady doesn't come through with those supplies, we're screwed. At least until Shinya pinpoints a shipment. Tell me you've got those supplies from Gennady. I'm on the last of my medpacks here.
All yours.
Everything's accounted for. No damage. I'm impressed. I might have to make this a regular thing. At least it's one way to get guaranteed supplies. I only need to determine Gennady's limits. I'd hate to break him.
I could be very persuasive.
And he'd love every minute of it, right? Well, I'll arrange your payment so you can get out of here. I appreciate the help.
Neat.
Always ask for a bigger cut. It's all about making those credits.
Yes, I'm sure that it is. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, okay, so... excuse me. So we got Echoes of the Past, where we're going down to the lock to see if we can find a hint to some giant score.
Looking to make a deal?
Yeah, we really are pirates going after the secret buried treasure, aren't we? We're probably going to end up literally going for X marks the spot or something like that. But, hey, that'll be fun. I always like going on a treasure hunt.
You want to survive?
So, yeah, but we'll do that when we get back from the break. So, yeah. See you in a sec, guys. And we are back. Alright, let's head on down to the planet, because apparently that's what we got to do. Well, this should be fun. I did think there was a gas giant, but no, apparently it's just a very large, very cold planet. Which is odd, considering it's pretty close to its sun, although that might just be representative, so... whoa. You weren't kidding.
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
Always keep my word.
Yeah? We will see. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut. You got that?
Fine.
All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me.
Don't worry, Mathis isn't capable of thinking.
If that was supposed to be a joke, I am not laughing.
Don't worry about laughing, Delgado. It'll be a goddamn laugh riot when I split open his head with a crowbar.
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, You do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice bar without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
Understood.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
Okay.
Say your prayers!
Surprised there's even any critters on this godforsaken planet. Oh, there's the lock.
What the hell was that?
Time to earn a living. Gotta take you along.
This all you got?
Apparently there's a lot of these things around. Good enough. Can we get rid of all these things now, please? Hello. Oh, well, at least the sun's coming up.
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The lock.
Problem is, we don't know what's inside.
Oh, grow a spine, will ya? God.
There is a huge difference between being a coward and being careful. So both of you, watch yourselves. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to be a problem?
Cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off. We are in. Let's go.
Either Matthias is going to be a rival and we're going to have to kill him at some point, or there could be a twist where he's undercover too. That would be fun, actually, but guess we'll see. Well, at least it's not as cold in here.
First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual? Call it out. If it's hostile, take it.
Oh, we're supposed to be getting a history lesson right now.
It's not a story, Mathis. It's history. Remember that. Now, keep your mouth shut.
That's a novice, why not? A few credits. Alright. This is a big place. Any thoughts?
This must be where they registered the prisoners before transferring them to a cell block. Imagine being stuck under a dungeon device like this for the rest of your life.
Yeah, sure. Better than the
A lot of classics. Yes, I did hear that. There's a lot of them. Any more?
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about a kilometer away. Hallelujah.
Sounds like someone needs to grow a pair. Yeah, we need to move quickly.
Hey, how about that? Guess you're not so stupid after all.
Well, look at that. One firefight and the two of you become best buddies. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
Oh, goody. Not a lot else. I don't even know if there's gonna be anything of use around here. Empty syringes, that's hardly anything. Yeah. area guard station. Please use this message to add an addendum to lock handbook. Prisoner slang. Day shift is a life sentence. 24/7 life sentence without chance of parole. Airlock. Death sentence. Hit prison sentence. Fire suit. Prison jumpsuit. Yellow. Coolant. Prison made alcohol. Grab jump. Effects from taking illicit substances. Jettison using the restroom. Fair enough. The problem when notepads look just like the digital pads you're supposed to be able to like collect and read.
Guess it's nothing. Let's get back to it.
Wait a minute. These things have adhesive. How long have these things had adhesive? These bastards have adhesive. Well, I'm going to be grabbing all of that then, aren't I? This just became my new favorite planet. And it's a fucking dump. I thought I saw someone under the stairs. I thought I was hallucinating for a second.
The heck?
Need bigger cuffs. 19. I wonder if it's okay. Is that a Green Mile reference? JC 1932. That might be a Green Mile reference. Could be wrong. That could just be a random collection of numbers and letters, but I mean, I've both seen and read the Green Mile, so you know, it does stand out a bit. Well, damn it. Fuck.
This ice and rock must be several meters thick. God damn it, we're cut off. Hey, Del, can you hear me? Del! Shit. There's no way we're getting through here.
I mean, we could crawl through there.
This is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now?
We stick to the plan.
The plan? Who gives a shit about the plan? Let's face it, we're on our own now.
Well, first thing we do is find a way out.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that eventually. For right now, I have a much better idea. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious credits for ourselves.
I'm not betraying Delgado. I should shoot you myself for saying that crap.
Whoa, hang on. Give me a second to explain. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct, and there's information here about Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits.
Yeah, how do I know you're not just a plan to set up by Delgado to test my loyalty?
Are you crazy? I'm no rat for Delgado. I'm busting the ass to become one of the Crimson Fleet captains, just like you. And in case you missed it, that icefall trapped both of us in here. Unless we find a way out, no one's reporting anything to anyone. Ever again.
Yeah, you want the Crimson Fleet chasing us for the rest of our lives?
No way. Listen to me. We're going to be handing Neva leadership of the Crimson Fleet on a platter. She'll be thanking us for getting rid of Delgado. I mean, come on. I'll bet you a month's share that he's never been this vulnerable. It's perfect.
I can't tell if this is a setup or if this guy's just really, really stupid. Yeah, I'm not interested.
Oh, fine. Suit yourself. You know, for a second there, I was almost starting to respect you. Now, let's find a way out of here.
Lockpicking is never worth it, considering how long it takes. I will say, I like the new system, but my god.
I guess that's one way through.
It takes way too long and it's never worth it. Like, I like the attempt, and it's at least not as bad as fucking Oblivion's, but,
Okay, Zouch. What the hell was so important that you had to drag me all the way out of A Block at this hour?
You know Jasper Crick's over in D Block? He's busting out of here, and he wants me to join him.
Crix really thinks he can bust out of the lock? Why the hell am I just hearing about it now?
Crick's only told the few people he trusts. He even told us to keep it to ourselves, or he'll cut our throats.
Then why the hell are you telling me?
Come on, I gotta explain this. It's because I like you, Rickard. I want you to come with me. We've been meeting in the storeroom for months to, well, you know. I was hoping we had something a little more than that.
Damn, Zouch. I, didn't know you cared that much. You give me the signal and I'll... Oh, shit. Wait, I forgot to turn off the recording.
Recording? What the hell, Rickard?
We never meet down here this late. I thought you were gonna kill me, alright?
Kill you? God, no. I love you. Alright? You gotta make me say it. Shit.
I'm sorry, baby. Here, let me turn this thing off and I'll apologize. Okay?
Young prison love.
Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when divided? I would hate to have been one of the guards.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't exactly blame you for that, considering that, you know, the prison riot was successful and they all died, presumably.
Anyone still alive up there? Come on, we need these doors open. So
Hello?
the two of you made it, huh?
Yeah, it was close, but it was in one piece.
Well, brush the dust off and listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Cricks. You both got that?
Yep.
Huh. I like your attitude, Rook. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on you. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
Okay, is there anything that's on or that works? Oh, credits. Hello. Class 5, transfer occurred today, Jasper Cricks. Shuttle 5. Makes sense. Whoa.
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
goody, another weapons case. Any sign of anything in particular? Please be advised, we are taking all staff complaints regarding the intolerable temperatures in the lot very seriously. Unfortunately, our facility has been provided a poorly engineered heating system that's woefully inefficient to combat the cold. Administration understands the conditions in the lock are less than ideal for staff. As for your patience, always wait for an improved system to be delivered from New Atlantis. In the meantime, portable heating units and cold weather gear have been made available for assignment. Security alert being issued to all personnel has been brought to our attention that some of the prisoner population has discovered a way to create improvised weapons by carving chunks of permafrost from cell block walls. Thermal coils from portable heating units are being cannibalized and used to manufacture these dangerous items. Security has no choice but to remove portable heating units from all prison cells. Extra blankets and cold weather gear such as jackets, thermal undergarments will be distributed. I'd like to congratulate Brian and Richard for winning last month's trivia contest. What type of star pulsates rapidly but causes it to vary in diameter, temperature, and luminance? Pulsar was another name for a neutron star with an extremely powerful magnetic field that might occur after a supernova. That's hang on, a neutron star. Are they called magnetars? Or is that something different? Second brightest star in the New Atlantis night sky. Oh, no idea what that is. Largest known structures in the universe. Largest? I mean, could argue supermassive black holes. You want to get technical about it? What's a graph called on which the intrinsic brightness of stars is plotting against their temperatures? Ah, cock. It does have a name, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. Oh no, I forgot to hit the top one. Woo!
Huh, what's that over there? Looks like there's a guard tower overlooking the cell block. We should check it out.
If you want. Let's say no to another digipick. I mean, this is all the guards section, so we're not likely to find anything around here. This is a very large place. All the adhesive I can. I may even spend a bit of time on the surface. After the fact, just to gather a little bit more. All the adhesive a growing boy needs. What have we got? Good enough. Alright, what do we got? Anything else? Got that one locked room.
Must have been the imagination.
Shut up. Ooh, that's a lot of... Come on, you don't even do the 5 scratch thing, for crying out loud. Everybody knows you count in 5s. What you do. Everyone does. Makes it easier to count in quick mode. Yeah, you see, this is more like it. That's how you actually do counting, okay? I'm curious, actually, because when I came this way... Right, so there's not a guaranteed adhesive from these things, it's just high likelihood on their... Oh, Christ, I was about to shoot you then. Their resource table. This just as likely to get other things too, it would seem. Oh, for goodness sake, it's a level 5! Just kill it! Goddamn weakling. Doesn't look like anything worth breaking in for. That's just a dead body. I am just mooching. Lacerations? God damn it. Ah. That's an easier one, I suppose. Carter's locker. That's awfully specific. The fuck are these? Alright, we should probably get back. I don't know really what the hell's going to happen when we get into that tower, but we should... I was about to say, don't know what'll happen when we actually get into that damn tower. But he definitely seemed to want to meet me up there for some reason.
So, have you changed your mind yet? Yeah, right. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right?
You really are just like a one-note villain, aren't you? Oh, hey, Retrospark. Afternoon. Hope you're doing alright over there. Is this the new Doom? No, thankfully not. I think the last Doom went a little overboard in the end, but oh well.
Of all the people to get trapped here with, why the hell did I get stuck with you, huh? Fine, have it your way. So, now that we've made it to the guard tower, what's our next move, genius?
It was your idea to show up here.
Keep doing what we've been doing. Right. Glad I asked. I suppose we should start off by searching the tower for the location of Crix's cell. If he stashed any useful information, it might still be hidden somewhere inside.
Prisoner records. That's a lot of names. D03118.
Cell D03118. Okay. It's a place to start, I guess.
So many books, so little time. I do wonder, actually. Can we just press this button and open up all of the... We can! Oh, this actually is this one. That's handy. Food tray. Pillow?
They aren't paying us enough to be walking through this scrap heap.
Right, anything hidden on top of the light, perhaps? No. I don't see anything at all. Why the oddly placed food tray?
I swear, I am never putting ice in me drinks. Ever again. Anything we find, we're splitting 50-50, right?
Sure, keep telling yourself that. Don't see any secret panels. Oh, hello. Aha!
Today, I bumped into someone in the mess hall yapping about a ship carrying a fortune in credits. I know it's usually bullshit, but he seemed to have details. After striking up a conversation, I found out the ship was a Galbank transport named Legacy that went down in some remote system during the war. This is exactly the score I'd been waiting to find. I need to contact Carter to let him know it's time to get off this rock. He'll help the mining details slip into the utility closet in the ventilation room. That's where we'll dig. Not up, but through. Right to the armory. Carter mentioned that security keeps rotating codes on all the terminals in the lock, so we'll have to coordinate this carefully. For now, we'll continue using his locker in the showers area as a drop point for the code to the utility closet. By this time next month, I should be out of this dump and uploading those creds into my account.
Interesting.
Delgado was right. Crix must have hit the Galbank transport and stashed away the money or something. We play this right, and we're gonna be filthy stinking rich in no time.
Ah, it opened it up. Can't say I'm surprised. I thought I could relock it again. But no, it just reopens it. That's a shame. And he's capable of opening doors himself. Which is also a shame. Didn't work, I'm afraid, Retro. Hoarding toilet paper, honestly. Okay. Always the waste. Whoa. AAA games physics right there. I mean, you're not wrong. Most AAA games have physics just like that. I almost feel like I'm wasting my shotgun ammo on these things. They go down so quickly. I clearly didn't want to actually sit down there, game. Why do I only play single player games? Cause not really a fan of multiplayer.
It's history, man. Blows me mind.
Just always preferred, you know, single player games is all.
Okay, Carter. Confirming that the latest code to the utility room is 486111071. The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan. When the tunnel reaches the armory, I'll get my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down with the legacy. You report any of this to the guards, well, you know what'll happen.
UC must have burned some serious cash when they lost this place.
If you say so, pal. Alright. Should be quite where it's going to end up.
A 100 years old, eh? It's amazing this entire place hasn't gone.
I think there'd be a switch for this section, but I can't see it anywhere, which is annoying. I wonder if... Ah, is it up here, perhaps? I know I've seen these switches. Where is this one?
If we get out of here, remind me to I think it's out to dry.
Ah, that's where we came in, wasn't it? Oh yeah, that was where we walked in. Hang on a second, I got completely fucking turned around.
I can't imagine being stuffed down here to rot.
Bingo.
Poor bastards.
There's cell locks. One all opened up. Most of them, of course, were already open, but this will at least let me access the ones I couldn't get, or didn't want to bother with because I didn't want to waste all the bloody digipegs. Because a lot of these places were not worth opening up. Found area 1 and we found area 3. Where the hell's area 2? Never mind that, where the hell am I? Hang on. So I'm gonna go this way. Or up here maybe? Master log, huh? Figures. Now that works.
There's got to be a way out of this goddamn place.
Okay. Yep, back into the utility room apparently.
I think those things are crawling. Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out.
Well, what the hell do you expect? They were rioting. Idiot.
Well, well, what do we have here? Give me a sec. This ought to come in handy.
There wasn't anything in there. Oh, what the fuck is that? How come you get the really big fucking gun?
All right, let's keep moving.
Sounds like we're gonna need it for the next room. Fucking AK-47. What the hell? Yeah, sure. Let's put some very old-fashioned... It's like the bloody pistol that you can just find. But at least the pistol you found on Earth. You're shit at this. Well, I just got lung damage. Lucky me. What the? Random. Like the little creepy crawly critters I can kinda understand, but why are there just flying things in here? How to stop the prisoner celebration you instituted last year. Understand the morale of the prisoners is directly connected to how well they rehabilitate, but the events become far too destructive and dangerous. Now, this is disappointing, but at the end of the day, we're a prison facility, not a hotel. A Cepheid variable star. Oh, okay. Hey, magnetar, I got that one. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Galactic filaments? Yeah, I suppose technically that's true. If you want to count them as a single structure. And I suppose technically they're like gravitationally bound together, so yeah, technically that's true. But, I mean, the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram, that's it. Could not remember that. Oh, hello.
It's been a couple months since my arrival at the lock, and the place is continuing to go downhill. We've been dealing with heating malfunctions, communications issues with the key, faulty electronics, and unpredictable surface conditions. How this place manages to function at all is anyone's guess. No one's bearing the brunt of this more than the inmates. Normally, I wouldn't give a damn about them, but this is downright inhumane. I'm starting to get nervous that we're going to have a riot on our hands if conditions don't improve.
And did anybody listen? Probably not.
You hear that? Ah, never mind.
Nope. I was going to say you're just hallucinating. Anyway, it's gone 5 o'clock, so we'll continue to see if we can worm our way out of this place. Oop, looks like a few enemies have just shown up as well. So we'll deal with them when we get back. See you in a sec, guys. And we're back. Whoops. Hello. It's level 10 for crying out loud. Alright.
Wall?
I'm on my second day at the lock, and I've already had a close call. Big fight broke out at C-Block, and Gillespie sent us in to break it up. Might have been half a dozen inmates. It was hard to tell. We almost had it under control when one of them stuck a shiv into my leg. Luckily, the other guards dragged me out of there before he finished the job. Seems like the genius who designed this place didn't realize that the inmates would start carving weapons out of the permafrost. So now I'm cold, I'm tired, and my leg hurts like hell. Great way to start my first tour at this dump.
We're picking through the trash. We might as well grab some good stuff for ourselves.
Well, yes, what do you think I've been doing this whole time?
I think those things are crawling right behind the walls. Ugh.
Could be that one, but I don't think so. Oh, that works.
Amazing this entire place hasn't collapsed by now.
Well, give it a chance. It hasn't quite finished yet. Alright, so we need to... Where the hell are we going? Up there, apparently. No, I don't want to do that. Digipicking gets very boring after a while. Oh good, my lacerations have improved. Well, happy to know that, I suppose. Oh, there's my cough.
Look at this. I can't imagine that stuff down here. Poor bastards.
Ooh, okay. New area. Oh, where apparently it's super duper cold all of a sudden.
Looks like this was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for a quick escape somewhere. Smart.
Where have you been? Use the warden's intercom near the window. I hope you found something because I am getting sick and tired of this place.
Yep, got information about Crix's legacy.
I knew it. Everyone said I was out of my mind, but something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right person for the job.
Hey, what the hell? This is bullshit, Delgado. I helped plenty.
Is that madness? Tell him to shut up. I will deal with him later.
Whatever.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. Let me see. Here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there.
But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key.
Yeah, what about my ship?
Don't worry about your ship. I will send some people down to get it. You just get your ass on that shuttle and get out of here.
Alright, you got it.
Good answer. You're learning fast. Okay, let me see. One of these probably opens the door.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the icing process. Please stand by.
Yup, it's got it. Might take a while though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
I suppose ship is just a party that I'm living as we don't understand how you're supposed to run a prison without proper equipment. Yep, well, I don't really think they gave a shit. It seems to be picking up anomalies for the last week or so. Oh yeah, that was them doing their drilling, wasn't it? Bits of bone have been discovered in the facility's incineration unit. According to the physician, the fragments belong to two individuals. They're both killed by use of a sharp, serrated object. I wonder if that was those two people who were in love. Possible.
Why the hell did you lie to Delgado about me? You didn't do all this work alone.
Sure, maybe I'll let them... maybe I'll let them tell Delgado what you were planning? What?
Hey, come on. I was just looking out for both of us. I could have cut you out of the deal, right? Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened.
I'll think about it.
Oh, you're gonna be like that, huh? Well, I guess I deserve it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
Oh, really? Is there any way we could open this? Ah. There is. I figured that was where we were going. No, it looks like we're going the other way.
Warden Tom Gillespie. Authorization 12210. This is likely to be my final log recording. The riots that started in D block have spilled into A, B, and C blocks. I've ordered everyone to fall back to the shuttle bay for evacuation. It was prisoner D03118, Jasper Cricks, who led the revolt. His crew tunneled into the armory undetected, and then all hell broke loose. If the log is recovered, I urge the UC authorities to perform a full investigation, as Cricks undoubtedly had help from the guards and the staff. I'm now heading to my personal escape shuttle and we'll try to jump out of the system. Wish me luck. Warden Gillespie, out.
Ooh, more evidence, I suppose. Alright, can we unlock this considering we don't have any autos? Well, we can certainly try. Okay, so that's the only one on one. You seem to be the only one on two. So you're number two. Your, was it you and, yeah, what, you and you are number 4. can do that, and then yeah, it was you and you were 2. 3, I think we can do you and you, and then it's you and you for 4. Perfect. Warden's office, huh? Do you mind? Nothing much there. And not a lot stashed away in the bathroom either. Guess you really needed a shower, huh? Uh-oh. Oh, hello, that's a big one. Maybe a little too big. Well, that worked. I guess we gotta get the hell out of here. Do hope that'll wear off. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's the other exit. There are always 2 exits in these ships. I always forget that. Well, I guess we're taking the hell off. I hope I haven't missed anything. So we've got engines and a grav drive and no weapons. This ship sucks. Yeah, it doesn't even have any fucking shields. Oh yeah, I should probably swing into the doctor's and see if she can cure my cough. Probably on the way to mending itself now anyway, but I should probably swing in and say hi.
I always thought heat leeches were just
These supplies are going to save a lot of lives. I'll be the judge of them. You look like him. Try not to squirm. All patched up.
Let's see.
Well,
Give me a proper heal.
you pick a fight with it. Let's get everything back in. Done. Be careful. I don't have endless supplies, you know.
Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Need something?
Excellent. Now I've got to work out where the bloody hell the way up is. I haven't quite got the layout of this place worked out in my head yet. Good enough.
There you are. The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over.
Here you go.
That's it? Just one slate. After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search.
Yeah, how do we know no one else has found it?
Because they would be rolling in so much cash, there is no way they could keep it quiet. It's like hitting a jackpot.
True.
Not to mention, they'd need someone with Shinya skills to keep the crypto tracing on the currency clean. And as far as Galbank goes, I doubt they would bother. Their bean counters would be too busy weighing the loss versus recovery costs. No, the legacy is out there, just waiting for us to find. I can feel it.
Legacy was real after all.
And the recording that you found proves that it is out there. All we have to do is find it. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
Ooh, keel hauler. It's in the Galbank archives. Yeah, who's Rokov?
Rokov is... well, he's Rokov. A real pain in the ass. He used to run with the fleet until we kicked him out. Lately, he has been using his long-hauling skills to captain a starliner for Trident. Gives us a contact within the company. He has been trying to get his foot back in the door with us for years. But I'm not ready to let him in just yet. Maybe you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah, I always wanted to take a deep space cruise.
Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neighbor and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials.
How do you expect me to leave things with Rokov?
You know what? I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you. If you think he's come through for us, you can promise him he'll get paid. But if he gets in your way, then you take him out.
Alright, I'll get it done.
You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to cut him from the fleet.
Probably for the best.
Honestly, I'm surprised he made it off Suvorov in one piece.
I don't care about Mathis, I care about making credits.
Fair enough. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Oh, I've got to kick him out? Ooh, he's not going to like that.
Hell of a job you did down there, Rook. Hell of a job.
I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down.
Alright, Mathis, where'd you go? I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. It looks like he's in the last Nova too. Well, this will be interesting.
Hey, I want to talk to you. Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I never actually had that opportunity, which I do think is a shame. I really would have liked to squeal on the guy, but whatever.
Oh, I see. You think you're some kind of big shot, is that it? Gonna show poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's best buddy, yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means you better watch your back.
And you stayed here just to say goodbye.
I stayed to give you a message that you better start looking over your shoulder. You'll never know when I'll be right behind you, ready to pull the trigger.
You know...
Now get the hell out of me way!
Suit yourself. You know, the smart thing would have been to not tell me anything. Because now I know to look over my shoulder in case you're coming.
You see SysDef as a joke. They haven't caught us yet.
There you are. Alright, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole roll call from the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
As long as I get a cut.
Of course you'll get a cut. That's how everything works around here. Why would this be any different? Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Galbait credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
I wouldn't like to cheat you win that trophy fair and square. I'm almost tempted to say that. Yeah, how is an award worth that much money?
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable.
Why do I get the feeling it's probably a fake?
Yeah, very funny. You're hilarious. You should stand up on the bar here and start telling more jokes. This crowd would eat it up. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
Yeah, is Rokov going to expect a cut?
All Rokov does is feed me information. If I ask him to lift a finger, he gives me enough sob stories to fill a freighter's cargo bay. If you want my advice, leave him completely out of the loop. Otherwise, it's gonna cost both of us some credits. Then it's settled. Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the siren and bring me my goods.
Yeah, why do I get... What? Really? Like Rook, as in rookie?
Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie.
Now we're zooming
a
in.
newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet.
Oh, okay.
Talk later.
That was actually the end of the conversation. That was just a random thing I could have asked. Fair enough.
The Nova's always open for business.
Well, okay then. Looks like I got a report in progress, and I'll use the opportunity to drop off the... What have I got? 4 pieces of evidence so far, I think? So, yeah, that'll be good. Actually, we'll just go there straight from here. Why the hell not?
Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best. I bet operations on the
Hello.
Yo, back. So how did it go?
You actually sound surprised? Yeah, why are you surprised?
Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis.
Huh.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
Yes, Delgado is searching for a Galbank ship named Legacy.
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
Yeah, story or not, Delgado believes it's real.
Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect.
Probably both.
Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
Yeah, why do you think Gal Bank's hiding something?
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Gal Bank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry?
That's fair.
Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value.
That's true. Yeah, so I need to go to Starliner to get into Gal Bank's archive.
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Cricks wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinny of us, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No, the Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever.
This really does feel very much like we're just doing Treasure Island, doesn't it? Like there's a big haul of money somewhere. One person went out to find it, but he went missing. And, you know, it's supposed to be like his stuff. And it's like, yeah, this is just fucking Treasure Island, isn't it? Why can't they be Muppets? That would make this a lot more entertaining. And then we'd have Tim Curry, and that would be even more entertaining.
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. We're both dismissed.
Woo! Now, can I talk to you for a moment? Yeah, I feel like discussing your past, because you've clearly been with the Crimson Fleet. You called me Rook.
Not really, no.
Okay.
No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on... But,
Okay. I hope prisoners avoid the vigilance when you could send them directly to prison.
Excellent. Let me have it, and I'll upload it to our database.
Yeah, pictures of unlocked penitentiary on Suvorov.
It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Find anything else?
We got this.
I'll be damned. So some of the UC guards at the lock helped touch off the riots. Everyone thought he was some kind of legendary criminal mastermind, but even the great Jasper Crix needed a helping hand to get out of prison. Anything else?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, you're right. But there's no way this was a solo job. Shifting all those parts takes serious manpower. I'll send this to Mast so they can shake the tree a bit, see what falls out. Looks like Durand better start looking for parts somewhere else. Have any more? So, Mr. Yasso is actually Lionel Soto. We thought Soto was dead. At least, that's what the records told us. I'll have the records updated, but seeing as Mr. Yasso has surrounded himself with the Crimson Fleet, there isn't much we can do. Yet. Any other fragments?
That's all I got for now.
Understood. Keep searching and you're bound to find more.
Oh yeah, can we talk to her about anything else now?
You're not gonna let this go, are you? Why do you care so much about my past?
We need more recreation.
Yeah, you're the one who implied there's something to say.
You're right. I did. I suppose I'm hesitating because I'm not sure you'll like what I have to say. Would it shock you to learn that I spent some time in prison? I suppose that makes me a hypocrite. Oh, does it now? Was I giving off some kind of ex-con sort of vibe? Well, give me a chance to explain. I grew up in the Well in New Atlantis. Parents made barely enough money to keep the lights on in our apartment. After I dropped out of school, they begged for me to look for work. But I realized it was a lot easier to simply take whatever I wanted instead. A year after that, I'm a career criminal with UC security breathing down my neck, and my parents kicking me out of the house.
Yeah, you lived on the streets?
Hell no. I made enough money to buy my own apartment. Filled it with some decent stuff, too. I'd even send pictures of the place to my folks to rub it in. I was a real asshole. Well, I wasn't a nice person. That's just it, though. I was having the time of my life, earning way more than I needed to simply get by and loving every minute of it. Back then, if you would have told me one day I'd be wearing this uniform, I'd have said you were out of your mind. Thanks. I'm quite proud of where I've ended up. Let's just say the years after my time in the Well were filled with highs and lows. Look, the point is that I felt you deserved to know a bit about my past, to know where my anger towards the fleet comes from. You're welcome. Well, I think you've had enough for now. You get the point. Let's get back to it before Keyboy writes us a citation for loitering.
Okay.
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Yep.
The key. I can't imagine it's taking
Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll follow.
Okay, so before we head to the party, I want to swing into. Actually, I need to board my ship because I think I've got some stuff in storage I should take out of there, and if I haven't, I'll just walk from there. Oh, I'm on this ship. Why the fuck am I on this ship? Oh, that was... God damn it. Excellent. So we should have a lot of adhesive now. Actually, I wonder if we do. I can't remember. What was I looking at that needed a lot of adhesive? There was something on a gun or other. That's the wrong one. There was something I was looking at and I'm thinking, oh, I can't do that because I don't have any adhesive. There you go, it was that one, wasn't it? Wow, I got 50 adhesive now. I have adhesive! I finally found a creature that I can kill to get adhesive. Aren't I lucky? Apparently I just picked some of this stuff up, I don't even know when. I should drop that off at some point. Why do I have these medical supplies? I don't even know, I just have them. Random. Okay then, let's see. Obviously we've dropped all that off. I don't really want to start up the next quest yet because we've got like 10 minutes left for today. I tell you what, I was just thinking about it. Why don't we actually just go to Aquila City? And assuming I can remember which system it's in. I think it's Cheyenne. Yep. I can't remember specifically who it is I need to drop this stuff off with, but it's someone. So apparently I've just gained another ship, even though I really don't want the bloody thing. Can I swap my ships, please?
Need some work done? Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Here. Okay, no problem.
Thank you. Ah, there she is. Lovely. Much better. Right. Where's this museum and this person I need to
Heard of the
speak
Helios
to
retreat?
do things.
It's supposed to be some new age healing center for reforming criminals or whatever. Going up in Ixel too. I'm not holding my breath.
Ooh. More miscellaneous. You're actually, tell you what.
Sure, Lorraine. I don't do payment plans or line. I'm sure I got what you.
100 shots, not bad. Okay, that's the chunks place. That's minerals. I think this is the place.
I have art. Hi. Please feel free. Let me see. Oh dear Lord. It's real. It still exists. This is the original charter for Aquila City. And you can see their signatures. This is really the birth of the Freestar Collective. The core philosophy of limited government and inalienable rights. All here. Thank you. If you find anything else, please come back.
Sure thing.
I hope you enjoyed your visit.
Okay, well, oh, excuse me. Sorry, I took a sip on my drink then, and almost swallowed the wrong way. I was desperately trying to stop it from going down my throat. Okay, so that was a pleasant experience. Anyway, we dropped that off, so that's at least something out of my inventory. Not that it was a big problem, because it was, you know, key items don't have weight, thank fuck. And I got my normal ship back, which was something else I was planning to do when I was in New Atlantis, but that just didn't quite work. Didn't we have... Perfect. That's exactly something I really wanted to do. Lovely. Apparently we can go 21 light years now. Goody gumdrops. I'm sure that makes certain places much easier to get to. Actually, yeah, wow. That makes pretty much anywhere. Just the very far-flung reaches of the systems are the only place I can get to. That I can't get to there for some reason. Ooh, Leviathan. There's so many of these places, and most of them you'll never get sent to. Like, if you want to go exploring, you've really got to go exploring. It is also worth noting that some places will actually get closer once you've actually like been to all the places along the route there. Sometimes you'll find like shortcuts and stuff. So the more locations you visit, the more likely it is that you will find better routes, which I think that's the way. I'm sure I've seen shortcuts and stuff. Anyway, my next destination is Olympus, apparently. No, in fact it's Ariane. Gotta go to this siren place. Ah, okay. Well, that'll have to be for next time, because we are pretty much at 6 o'clock. Hey, Satano, you have impeccable timing as ever. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm about to finish streaming for today. So, well done. Yeah, so that's going to be all. We will continue down the Crimson Fleet quest line, and we'll see where we're going with this, because we've had to make a few choices, not too much. So it'll be interesting to see how things are going, considering we've got to pull off kind of like 2 heists simultaneously, I think, because we've got to we've got to go there, and we got to get both the information about Galbank and the thing in question for what's her name. Yeah, but anyway, we will leave it there for today. So obviously tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm off. On Thursday will be the continuation of Starfield, but as Starfield is slowly approaching the end of its run, and because there are other games out that I really want to play, and oh, he's off. As of next sort of week for me, Thursday to Tuesday, I think of as the streaming week. I'm going to be bringing new games into the lineup, so it will not just be constantly nothing but Starfield. So Thursday will be Starfield. Friday will be Sonic Superstars, which actually came out today, but I'm going to put it on Friday because, I don't know, it just seems like the best day to put it for me. And then Saturday, hopefully, got my fingers crossed that it will arrive, I'm hoping to start Mario Wonder, which is a game I'm very much looking forward to. Like Sonic Superstars, I'm curious about, but I'm not going to hold my breath. But Mario Wonder looks really good fun. So that'll be for Saturday. And then it'll be back to like every 3-day rotation for games. So, Sunday we'll be back to Starfield. Then Monday will be Sonic Superstars. And then Tuesday after that will be Mario Wonder. You looking forward to the Mario RPG remake? Yeah, me too, actually. Me too. I am planning to stream that at some point. I don't know if it'll be this year or if I'll have to delay it till next year, but I am definitely planning to stream that at some point in the future, because I've never played Mario RPG, so I'm very much looking forward to it. So I got my fingers crossed for all of that, and as I said, the Mario RPG will just be a case of, will I have time to stream it? It doesn't get released until next month. Yeah, this is the thing, because this is kind of my... Stop that. This is kind of my point, because, like, I don't know how long Mario RPG is as a game. So I don't want to, like, start it this year and then have to, like, pause over my Christmas break to finish it off. I'd rather do it all in one straight shot, which is why I say it may get delayed until next year. We'll see how my schedule is, like, looking as Mario RPG comes out, because I can't remember exactly when it is. I think it's in, like, mid-November sometime. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be good fun. As I said, I never played the original SNES game. Yeah, we'll see. Comes out November 12th. Yeah, as I said, I'll have to look at my schedule. If I've got space, I think I should be able to play it, because, I mean, depending on certain things, I should have enough time. I don't know. I'll judge it, and we'll see where we get to on that. But that's a decision I will make later once we get to that. But as I said, I'll play it by ear and we'll see what we come up with. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.